Morning again, back in the Wild Sky Wilderness near Bering and Gun and Merchant Peaks. Right behind me, about 0.1 miles that way, is the parking lot, the main parking lot for the area for Barkley Lake. And then this little spur road here that heads down a little bit is what you take when you're heading up towards Gun Peak. So today I'm going to try to do a training hike and head up that way, see how icy it is, how bad it is, if I can get up to the plateau, maybe go up Wing Peak and Tailgunner today. So we'll see what the conditions are like. Well, right at the start of the trail here, the first difficulty will be to see if I can get across Barkley Creek. You know, it's pretty high this time of year, and it's pretty wet and slick out here today, so we'll see. I'm going to try to work my way across here, across these rocks, and get over there. But if I go dipping in the creek right now, it's cold enough, that'll probably end my day before it starts. Made it across the creek just fine. And the trail seems relatively well established right now. This looks like it would be the old road bed, so went north to get to this. Now we're following this back to the west a little ways. Eventually it should kind of curve up to the north again and get to the point where you start heading up the steep hill. Well, there's good news and bad news, and they're the same thing. That's that I was able to follow the trail pretty easily up here, and now starting to go uphill. So good news is I'm on trail. The bad news is it's going to get steep for the rest of the way up this hillside. I'm about a mile in total, probably about 0.6 of that on the actual trail, maybe half a mile. What I will say is that while this trail is continuously steep, I'd say it's in better condition than the trail up to the ridge at Bering. Like, this isn't too bad. There's been a couple little blowdowns, a couple spots where it's a little muddy, and of course you had to cross the creek. But this part, the trail itself, is definitely better condition than the lower ridge on Bering, which is a lot steeper and slidier after the fire. This is cool. Seems a little late or a little cold in the season, but some chanterelles. I think. I'm not an expert. I like mushroom hunting, but it looks right. Pretty cool. Just starting to break out of the trees a little bit, come up to the cliff. So I followed the trail, skirting Climbers Right east along the base of this cliff band, came up to here, and then I'm going to go down this steep section next to the cliff to get across the waterfall. Gotta watch your step here, it can be a little slick. And I've got a 35-pound pack on today for extra gear and training purposes, so figured it'd be nice. Here's our waterfall. It's nice that there's this tree here to help you too if you want it. There we go. Just make sure what you're stepping on is solid. Whew. Looking across into the sun at Bering over there. Whew. So I think this is considered the higher route to get around this, which the rock feels pretty good overall. There can be some loose stuff, so again, just watch your step. But it's got nice
handrails if you make sure you're grabbing the solid stuff. Oh, pretty. Like that guy's a little loose, so I wouldn't want to rely on him. Heck yeah. So cool. Let's try to find some decent footing to get across here. Wouldn't be a great place to slip right there. Oh. And then head up that way. And here, way up in the snow, looks like we got some coral mushrooms starting. Wild Sky Wilderness, looking like the Alps here in late fall, early winter. And over to Mount Rainier over there. So I'm just gonna work my way a little farther up, get up on top of the ridge and see what it looks like, and then decide. I don't know if I'll bag 2 peaks today. I might try to go up Wing, or I might try to go up Tailgunner. We'll see what it looks like up there. All right, so we're up to the saddle now. Got my bearings here. So bearing, Wing Peak, Merchant is just behind it. If you look out in the distance there a little bit, you've got Townsend. And then back over this way, so actual Gun Peak is up there. This is 0.5760. And then this guy is Tailgunner. So I'm coming up closest to Tailgunner. I think I'm gonna try to work my way up and around up there just to summit something for the day before heading down. But yeah, loving the scenery up here today, and nobody else up here with me. Pretty beautiful day after Thanksgiving 2025. All right, made it to the summit of Tailgunner. Not the tallest peak around here, but not the shortest either, and I hadn't been to the summit before. Whew. Great spot to take in the views. All right, well, it's been a beautiful day up here. About 3,500, 3,586, I think, total elevation to get from the car to the top of Tailgunner. And that was all in about only 2.5 miles. So pretty much a steep hike straight up. Whew.